Hi everyone, welcome to Insights with Lily Zhang. This week I'm going to talk about American riots. Yes, we all seen that on news and the social media. It's spread so fast and influenced so dramatically. It's unseen before. So that's why I'm going to talk about why this time the riot happened at this moment and the political forces behind it. For those who don't know me, my name is Lily Zhang. I'm an international entrepreneur, author, and speaker. This program for me to make your life healthier, happier, and better. But since coronavirus, I've been talking about political issues very often, and 2020 become a very dramatic year. So this year I'm going to talk about more on politics and news. Yes, we all seen the American riot, and it's why it happened now, and what are the political forces, powers behind this. The timing is very critical. We all know the coronavirus has been done damage to all over the world, especially America. They have nearly 2 million infected cases and more than 100,000 people dead. So the situation in America is the worst. Also, the economic impact is huge in America. Currently, they have 40 million people have applied for the unemployment benefit. So we can see the economic depression impact on America, and the majority of the people affected by this coronavirus are Black people. Also, most of the unemployed people are Black. So this, just like Martin Luther King Jr. said, a riot is always the voice unheard. So this time, I think it's not just a riot. It's so many political, economical factors behind it. So many conflicts cause this problem. Also, so many political powers inside and outside of America play the power behind this movement. Last Friday, just right after Chinese Congress passed the Hong Kong national security law, Donald Trump, he has a very short and fast speech. Basically, Donald Trump has announced the sanctions and strategies against China economically, financially, and politically. Although we haven't seen all the detailed strategies, but that's the foundation of the escalation of China and America war. Yes, we all know this riot started with the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, that state. Actually, in that state, Black people being killed accidentally by police is quite common. The population of Black people in Minneapolis is about 20%, but 60% of the police killings are Black people. So it's quite common in that state. But why this time it's so dramatic and spread so fast? Just now I already talked about the current coronavirus or post-coronavirus crisis, also the economic impact of the coronavirus and the wars between China and America. Now I'm going to talk about some dividing political forces behind this riot. I've seen the video of George Floyd being pinned down by the police. I just feel it's a little bit strange of that video, because we all seen quite a lot of cops movies, also the real cases. I think from that video we can see there are some strange part of this video. Number one is the purpose of the police. Normally, police sorting out a case, they just basically arrest the suspect and put them into a police car. So on this video, we couldn't see Floyd was struggling, and he's already been handcuffed. So the police can easily put him into a police car. But at this stage, we don't know why he's been pinned down on the street, because obviously he's not struggling. But anyway, 3 police officers pinned him down on the ground, and 1 officer pinned his knee, pressed his knee on his leg until he's out of conscious and eventually dead. So from that, the whole video, we can see it's kind of lack of purpose. The purpose of the police action is not quite clear. Do they want to arrest George Floyd? Do they want to take him away? Or do they just want to pin him down for so long? Number 2 is lack of communication. It's lack of, we can see from the videos, lack of communication between police officers and George Floyd. They didn't ask him, they didn't tell him you can seek legal advice or talk to your lawyer. There's no talking between them. Also, there's no communication between police officers. There are 4 of them. 1 is standing on the street, kind of talking briefly to the passerbys. So police officers, between them, there's no talking. No one asks each other what's going on. Seems like they have a very clear understanding of each other's action, and they have very good cooperation without any talking. So that's something quite strange. Number 3 is really lack of mercy. I'm not quite sure about the police procedures in America, but for 9 to 10 minutes and press a knee on suspect's leg without asking any questions, and also pass by people already shouting out to police officers, say he can't breathe, he's losing consciousness. Then police officer looks very cold, emotionless, and they don't mind being filmed at all. Just some suspicion. They look like they want to be filmed. The whole procedure of killing a black person. So there's some strange points over there. So I just suspect there may be involved some extreme right, some political power behind this. They seems want to show a white cop killing a black man, and they want to be seen a slow killing of a black man. Well, I don't have, we're still waiting for the legal procedures to see the details or motivations behind this killing. But from the video I can see it's quite a strange operation by police officers. And also lead on a suspect for so long until death is not standard police operation procedure. So I suspect there's some political extreme right power behind this. Yes, of course, I feel sorry for Mr. George Floyd. I think the brutal killing of Mr. George Floyd is not right. Definitely need justice. But like I said before, police killing of black people in Minneapolis is not rare. So it's quite common there. But why this time? Why this time cause such a big protest all over America and spread out to globally so quickly in just almost like overnight? And after this, we all know, Floyd's death caused widespread protest. At the beginning, the protests were generally peaceful, but then very quickly become riots. I've talked about there might be some extreme right forces, political forces behind the killing of Mr. Floyd, but the riots might be caused by quite a lot political forces behind this, especially the far left political forces. The most famous one we probably already heard, that's the Antifa organization. Antifa means anti-fascist. They originally established in 1932 in Germany, the anti-fascist. Well, basically they are communist underground groups. But they are not really anti-fascist, they are anti-government. They really promote violence. And Donald Trump already claimed that Antifa is a terrorist group. We can see from this American riot, there are quite a lot the track of Antifa. See, we have already seen they have advertising to recruit people. They pay $200 for people to join the demonstration, the riots. And also their Antifa's purpose is anti-government. Also they have the international communist groups, and their purpose is internationally promote violence and revolution. And who's behind Antifa? There must be some, rumors. We don't have clear evidence say George Soros is behind it. He's paying for that because he's got some foundations. One of them is Open Society Foundation, and Open Society Foundation is one of the organizations support Antifa. Yeah, so the far left organization, they promote violence, they promote anti-democracy actions, also communist underground activities. This time we can see clearly Antifa is involved in organizing and promoting violence and promoting riots. Internationally, there are quite a lot strange voices so quickly blaming America, like China, Iran, and Russia. Those countries, like China, just, we still, today is the 4th of June, 31 years ago, China, everybody still remember Tiananmen Square. China used tanks to crush democracy movement. And also very recently, Chinese government just passed a national security law, basically just override Hong Kong's independent legal system. And China and Hong Kong police, they crush lots of Hong Kong protesters. 8,000 people being arrested, thousands of hundreds of people being killed. But China is the loudest voice to criticize American riots. The Chinese foreign spokesperson, Hua Chunying, she put something on Twitter, "I can't breathe." That's just a joke. So many Hong Kongers have been crushed by police. She can breathe very nicely. And the black people killed by American cop, she can't breathe. Anyway, yeah, that's just a joke for Chinese government to criticize American riots. Also, Russia and Iran, they just crushed their own people's demonstration, and they criticize American riots. Those foreign countries have the worst democracy records. They stand out to criticize American. Yeah, that's something to laugh about. Another major factor behind this riot is this year is a critical year for America. It's election year. The Democrats and the Republicans, they have quite a lot of struggle on this, and we all know the lefties, majority of them are Democrats. They're going to use this opportunity to pin down Donald Trump. Before, I've talked quite a lot about communism infiltration in the Western system. I think they use quite a lot political, economical, financial powers to infiltrate the whole system. They use the Western lefty forces. Basically, their purpose is to destroy capitalism, destroy the traditional values, destroy religion. Also, so many years of political correctness has definitely weakened the Western traditional value. The lefties, under the democracy surface, they promote quite a lot of communism ideology. Basically, they promote minority special rights, they promote feminism, they promote environmental protectionism. Look at these pictures. They have very close link with communist and far left, and they've lost their common sense. I think common sense is about justice, about truth, about fairness. After some time, I think American riots already under control. There are some pleasant pictures or videos I can see. I think I'm pleased to see Americans. Now I can understand why they don't forbidden guns. The large amount of true Americans, they stand out. They stand out for justice, for truth. And they are not influenced by political agenda behind surface. So I'm really pleased to see Americans hold up their guns and protect their family and community. And also, I'm so moved by those police officers. They kneel down and they pray together with protesters. So gradually, we've seen those peaceful moments like police officers and protesters. They stand together, they pray together, they lead together. So I think from there, I see hope. I see the true America spirit. I totally believe justice will win, truth will win, and love will win. Post-pandemic, it's a very turmoil period. I already talked about depression and destruction, but I always see hope. It's a very difficult time. I think we need solidarity and faith for everyone to go through this difficult time together. God bless you. Thank you.